Hey everybody, here we are. We are getting ready to check on our ladies after we installed our packages just last week, or just about 4 or 5 days ago. We have a few goals of what we're doing today, and I'll go through them with you as this video goes on. But here we have Don. He is opening up one of our hives here, and we're going to, our main goals are, oh, look at all those ladies we got going on there. Our main goal is, number one, is we're going to check on the queen. We're going to take her cage out of there, and she should have been released from her cage at this point. And we also are going to be removing that box that all of the bees were on, that they came in. And as you can see, I'm going to try and get a little closer here. As you can see, they're on there. They're kind of hanging out. So we're going to remove them from there, and we're going to put some frames in. Don's going to try and locate the queen, so we'll try and get a good shot of that. So you can see that she's active and doing the things that she's supposed to be doing. So we've got a lot of activity here, and it looks pretty healthy. So there Don's using his hive tool to I'm going to check on that cage with the queen. And there there's a frame right there with bees getting started on there. Theoretically, the queen should be released, and she should be starting to lay eggs. Everybody will be servicing her and feeding her and making sure that she's
We're not going to look for her today.
Pardon me?
We're not going to look for her today.
Oh, we're not going to look for her today?
We're going to make sure she's up.
But there's the cage, and is cage empty?
Yep.
Cage is empty, so we have no queen in the cage. So she is somewhere in the hive, but we're not going to quite look for her too much today. Our main goal is to get those frames together, and we're adding new frames, and they're all going to start building comb, and the queen will lay some eggs, and they're going to start tending to the brood, and so we're going to start building our hive here. We're going to leave the feeder in. We are going to add some
we need more
food,
frames.
but we're not going to do that today. So I believe we have enough in there to get us through. So yeah, we're going to have to get some more hives for the second, more frames for the second hive. We put in a lot more than we expected to put in. But so that's what the hive is going to look like right now. So they're going to start laying their eggs, or start building comb, and in the cells of the comb, the queen will lay eggs, and then they'll start doing the things that they need to do to feed the larvae as it is growing and gets ready to hatch. Don has got his suit on today, and that can came with the package, so we're going to pour the rest of that into the feeder. They give them some extra energy and some extra food. Now the weather's out here starting to get nice, so they're going to be out foraging and doing their thing. But as of right now, a little extra help doesn't hurt. So he's using a funny story behind our little brush there. That is actually our grandson's brush. We lost our brush in one of our last hive treatments or hive check-ons when we were living in Texas. So we found this, thought our grandson would enjoy participating by having his brush in the process. So there you go. So now we're going to leave that box out there and let all the ones that are extra still hanging out, we're going to walk away from this for a little while and let them work their way out of that box, and they'll leave the box and they'll work their way into the hive. We also noticed we have a lot of freebies around here. We do live near the woods, and a lot of freebies that don't have hives have been hanging out and trying to get into our hive, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but those could cause some problems inside a hive. And
they're also not used to be going into yet. So after a few of these visits, they'll be used to me.
So Don is pointing out that they're not used to being in a hive and being opened like this. So after a few more visits, they're going to get used to Don. But as of right now, they're adjusting to their new place, their new home, and so that they can get to work. So there you go.